Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, December 24. The Ministry of Agriculture has spent over $1.8 billion to rehabilitate over 250 farm roads across the island between 2015 and 2016. Minister without portfolio J.C. Hutchinson says the improvement work was done under the government's National Farm Road Program.
And I want to congratulate all the persons from RADA who has made this possible. We can't say that all of them have been done well, but we have done our best to see if we can help the farmers in the various communities. And as such, so far we have assisted 15,934 farmers throughout the length and breadth of Jamaica.
Minister Hutchinson was speaking at the official opening of the rehabilitated roadways in the Mall Road and Castleton communities in Balaclava, St. Elizabeth on Thursday. Approximately 150 farmers in these communities are set to benefit from the new roadways.
This road now, we are going to ask the Parish Council, Municipal Corporation, to take over this road so that they are able to maintain it. With that, we are also looking to see if there are other roads which are Parish Council roads but lead into large production areas where you have a lot of farmers, a lot of cash crops going on, and those areas now we are going to be looking to assist in upgrading those Parish Council roads to make them more easily to travel on by trucks and vendors and so forth.
Minister of Justice Delroy Chuck says the government is pushing for more persons to make use of alternative dispute resolution ADR in settling disagreements. Minister Chuck says greater focus will be placed on mediation and arbitration to settle matters outside of the courts.
The truth of the matter is that the courts are really overburdened. Somehow we have to get it into the heads of business people, lawyers in particular, that it is better to mediate rather than litigate. When you go to court, you don't choose your judge. But in arbitration, both parties can have confidence in arbitrator or arbitrators who they feel can serve both purposes. What is also interesting is that in mediation, the parties control the outcome.
The Justice Minister was speaking recently at the signing of a cooperation framework agreement between the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce, JCC, and the Jamaican International Arbitration Centre Limited, JIACL. Under the cooperation framework, JIACL and the JCC will jointly promote the use of alternative dispute resolution across the island and in all sectors of the economy. They will also deliver capacity building for ADR programs and collaborate with local, regional, and international parties to ensure a cadre of local practitioners are equipped to offer mediation services in settling local and international disputes. The Justice Minister said the framework will also complement the country's arbitration bill that was passed in the Senate in April 2017. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, is advising against the practice of persons renting privately owned motor vehicles. The caution comes in light of an increase in the number of private vehicles being used in armed robberies across the island. Head of the Constabulary Communications Unit, CCU, Senior Superintendent of Police Stephanie Lindsay, says while the practice is an income generator, persons must weigh the risks involved.
What the members of the organized criminal network are doing, they are renting these vehicles, taking them on various robbery sprees right across the country. And because they are not so connected to it, many times they abandon these vehicles at crime scenes. And then part of the investigation is that the owners of the vehicles will be a feature of these investigations. So we're encouraging persons to rent vehicles from the registered rental car companies.
SSP Lindsay was speaking at a JIS think tank session. She also advises against the practice of meeting up with persons met on social media and encourages parents and guardians to monitor their children.
If you are so compelled to meet with the individual, make sure you're meeting at a very public space, and I would want to recommend a police station. at least we can say there is some level of safety, because we say meet at a public place, but we're up against organized criminals. So if their intention is to take you away, then you go to a public place, then they can still do it.
SSP Lindsay says many times persons go missing without a trace and urges responsible use of social media. Still on security matters, with Christmas Eve being the peak of the shopping period, the Consumer Affairs Commission, CAC, says consumers should only buy from reputable online stores.
They usually invest a lot of money in their IT security infrastructure. They are very good at handling claims and redress. If there's a bad item that you purchase, they will take it back and replace it easily. They have a good call center, they have good customer service procedures in place to assist you in resolving your complaints.
CAC Information Technology Manager Andrew Evelyn was speaking at a recent JIS think tank. Mr. Evelyn further advises persons who shop online to check their credit card transactions regularly and urged consumers to educate themselves about cybersecurity protection. The Westmoreland Health Department is urging citizens to remain vigilant throughout the holiday season to prevent dengue fever and leptospirosis. The health department says with a dengue outbreak still on, persons should use mosquito repellent that contains DEET, check for and destroy mosquito breeding sites, and sleep under mosquito nets. Residents are also encouraged to look for symptoms of dengue, which include a sudden onset of fever, headache, joint pain, vomiting, diarrhea, skin rash, muscle pain, or pain behind the eyes. If symptoms are manifested, persons are advised to visit their doctor or the nearest health facility. Meanwhile, the Westmoreland Health Department is imploring persons not to consume food items that have come in contact with rats, as they will be susceptible to leptospirosis. In addition, persons should rid their surroundings of items that could be breeding areas for rodents. The health department further states that persons who harvest rainwater must be on the alert, as rats, if they have access, will urinate in the rain gutters and contaminate the water, and persons who consume the water can get leptospirosis. Persons are therefore being encouraged to boil their water or treat it by using bleach. Leptospirosis is an infectious disease caused by bacteria that could lead to possible fatal infection of the kidney, liver, brain, lung, or heart. Symptoms of the disease include high fever, severe headache, chills, muscle aches, vomiting, jaundice, abdominal pain, diarrhea, and rash. Failure to expeditiously treat leptospirosis can result in kidney damage, meningitis, liver failure, and respiratory distress. And finally, Miss World Tonian Singh has been named Ambassador at Large for the duration of her reign. Miss World was also issued a diplomatic passport. The announcements were made Monday during a courtesy call with Prime Minister Andrew Holness.
You're not just representing Miss World, but you're also an ambassador of the country, so you carry the name proudly, and you will obviously add value to both the Miss World crown and organization and to brand Jamaica.
The courtesy call topped off a weekend visit to the island by Tonian and the Miss World organization. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.